Tonight on News 5 Live, a $15 debt ends with an attempt on Eugene Thompson's life. The NTUCB tells the IMF it's boycotting all further consultations regarding public sector workers. Another round of public consultations held in the South. The Maya customary land rights is discussed in San Pedro, Colombia. And tonight on Sports Monday, the Belize City Defenders trounced Griga Dream Ballers. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
2,251,000 slices of watermelon are eaten by tourists each year in Belize, benefiting local farmers and processors directly. Tourism means business.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 24% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. And don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make your purchase. Love your Honda. It's all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Banquet Equipment Parts Service.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V Department Store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
How can a precision-engineered and sustainably made tire change your world? A tire that gives you strength and safety when you need it most.
What we learn on the track, we innovate
for the road, bringing next-level quality and reliability to every drive. At GT, we believe our tires can deeply improve the driving experience for each and every one of us, whatever our goals. Enjoy driving. GT Tire.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Monday, February 19th. I am Sabrina Daly. A Belize City man was shot on Friday night over $15 that he reportedly owed. Reports are that Eugene Thompson was at his home in Belama Phase 5 when a man known to him as Hubert Pakil arrived at his house and told him that he came to collect the $15 owed. According to Thompson, he told Pakil that he will pay him the following day, but Pakil refused to leave. Thompson told police that he then went back inside to get some money for Pakil. He alleges that when he returned to give Pakil the money, 27-year-old Victor Param fired one shot at him. According to Thompson, he ran back inside his house and jumped out of his room window to hide in a nearby bushy area until police arrived. Police later detained Param and Pakil. Both of the accused men were arraigned in court today, and Param was charged for attempted murder and use of deadly means of harm. Pakil was also charged for the crime of abetment to commit murder. No plea was taken from them, and due to the nature of the offense, they were denied bail and remanded into custody at the Belize Central Prison until April 19th.
On Friday, the 18th of February 2024, around 9:15 p.m., police responded to a shooting at Belama Phase 5. Upon their arrival, they saw Eugene Thompson with gunshot injuries to the body. He was taken to the KHMH, where he is presently in a stable condition. Investigation revealed that Eugene Thompson was at his yard at the address when two male persons came and fired shots towards him. Two persons have been detained and arrested and charged, namely Victor Param and Hubert Pakil. Victor Param was charged for attempted murder, use of deadly means of harm, and Hubert Pakil was charged for the crime of abetment to commit murder.
A Belize City man was shot outside a grocery store on Sunday afternoon in Belama Phase 2. According to police, 39-year-old Reno Castillo was socializing in front of the store when he got into an argument with the proprietor. Police say the nephew of the owner pulled out a licensed firearm and shot Castillo to the leg.
On Sunday, the 18th day of February 2024, around 3 p.m., police responded to a shooting incident at a store in Belama. Upon their arrival, they found Reno Castillo, who was seen with a gunshot injury to the foot. Investigation is that Reno Castillo was at the store outside when there was an altercation, and at some point, a Chinese national that was inside the store fired one shot, which caught Reno Castillo to the foot. Castillo was taken to the KHMH, treated and released. One person is in custody pending investigation into this report.
A high-speed chase on the Boom Road led to a shootout between police and a group of men. Police officers had erected a checkpoint on the George Price Highway after receiving information that there were individuals on board a public bus carrying a firearm. Officers later set chase after a white Geo Prism sought to evade the checkpoint. The vehicle reportedly made an abrupt stop near the Belize Central Prison. One person exited the car and began shooting at the officers. The officers immediately returned fire, says ACP Gilberto Romero.
Hattieville police reported they were pursuing a white car on the Boom Road. Somewhere along the prison area, the car stopped and a male person came out of the car firing shots towards a police mobile. There was an exchange of gunfire, and thereafter the person got back into the car and they fled from the area. Police continued to chase and lost the vehicle somewhere on the Boom Bridge area. The police mobile received damages to the bonnet and to the windshield. The car left the area and we did not locate it.
One man is dead following a road traffic accident involving a taxi and a motorcycle on Saturday evening in Santa Elena town. 27-year-old Jorge Cocom was driving the taxi, while 24-year-old Marvin Caceres was driving the motorcycle when both automobiles collided on George Price Avenue. Unfortunately, Caceres succumbed to his injuries. Cocom has since been served with a notice of intended prosecution. We spoke with Marvin's brother, Melvin Caceres, over the phone. We also heard from ACP Gilberto Romero about the incident.
Marvin may just come up my work lately and he passed at my house and my next ride towards river, and we went to River Gate. When I get a call saying that my little bro had an accident, I was there at Benker at the moment, and by that time, I came to Santa Elena. I saw the motorcycle from my little bro against the wall, and the vehicle of Jorge Cocom, that was the taxi driver. He's a taxi driver then. And by that time, I asked him that what happened. He said that he may go towards the car wash. My little brother may pass, and he never said anything. He run up into them. So I called my mom and asked my mom what happened to my liver. My mom said my liver dead. Yeah, I know the Jorge Cocon, the taxi driver, he no get charged or nothing. No, he never get locked down or nothing in the home. I know, well, the problem is now then say that why we pick up Marvin, the one who died, put her in the hospital, that we could not, we never can pick up and we relatives. Yeah, so now it look like they want to charge my cousin and my wife because they're picking up.
Police responded to a fatal RT at Santa Elena town. Upon arrival, they saw a Toyota car with extensive damages, and also seen was a motorcycle with damages. The driver of the car was identified as Jorge Cocom, and the person on the motorcycle was identified as Mervyn Caceres. Mervyn Caceres was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. An investigation is being carried out at this time to determine who, if any charges will be levied.
Coming up, Maya customary land rights discussed in San Pedro, Colombia.
The following is a paid political announcement.
A vote for the People's Democratic Movement is a vote for the love of the common people. Bring back justice, equality, and freedom for all. Belize's democratic movement promises to stamp out corruption and wasteful spending of the taxpayers' money. People's Democratic Movement supports teachers, the police department, nurses, civil servants, and our Belizeans. So as of today, let's hold all leaders responsible for their actions.
The proceeding was a paid political announcement.
When the police department is taking firearms off the street, those firearms are not then diverted, but we are in fact destroying them.
It is undisputed that San Ignacio and Santa Elena have flourished under UDP leadership. Meet your UDP team ready to elevate our twin towns to higher heights. The team is led by three-term Mayor Earl Trapp, a proven leader committed to progress. Joining him is a dynamic team ready to serve. Bernadette Fernandez, 6 terms Town Councilor. Ileana Moreno, Sandra Lanza, Marlon Fernandez, Abdel Kawo, and Lynn Valentine. Let's keep moving forward. Together, keep progress alive. Vote UDP 7 on March 6.
Congratulations! You are a winner of Digi's Live for Free!
The usual money? Brother, pull out this time, because I did live free. I can't believe it! I did live for free!
Step and drop. Escúchalo alto y claro, llamando a todos los soldados y simpatizantes del Partido Unido del Pueblo de todas partes de nuestra joya, salgan en multitudes y apoyen a los equipos dinámicos del PUP en todos los municipios mientras marchan hacia la nominación el 21 de febrero. De norte a sur, del este al oeste, que se escuchen sus voces mientras apoyan con orgullo a sus candidatos. Seguimos avanzando con el PUP 7 en Corozal, Orange Rock, San Pedro, Belmopan, las ciudades gemelas San Ignacio y Santa Elena, Benquevejo del Carmen, Danguiga y Punta Gorda. Y seguimos avanzando con el PUP 11 en Ciudad Belice. Recuerden, el miércoles 21 de febrero en todos los municipios. Allá nos vemos.
Give them all you got. So just come out together hand in hand. Listen to me everyone. Let's go.
My Social Security. Your direct online access to all your Social Security information. 360 view of all your Social Security information. Registration services, benefits, contributions, and employer services at your fingertips. Enjoy all the new features with your My Social Security account. Register with SSB. Submission of benefit claims. Submission of contribution statements. View contribution record. Enjoy all your My Social Security feature at ssbportal.org.bz. Social Security at your fingertips.
Forever Belize 2024. Vote PUP 11.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
And vote back, Mr. Wagner.
Who always there with me? Here we come for tree.
He's a good man, a man of his word, a man of God.
And the people's people, I don't know. Somebody who I know from, I was a little boy on 2 King Street right there when he used to hang out a record shop. Hard working man.
You know, a man who listens to the people.
The man I'm straightforward man.
On March 6th.
One thing, stay on track.
Vote back.
Bernard Wagner and the Belize City Council.
Bernard Wagner, the man for the job. Bernard Wagner, win again. Bernard Wagner, on March 6th. Vote PUP. Bernard Wagner, the man for the job. Bernard Wagner, win again. Bernard Wagner, on March 6th. Vote PUP.
On Saturday afternoon in southern Belize, the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, along with representatives of the Attorney General's Ministry, convened a meeting with residents of San Pedro, Colombia, to discuss the draft Maya customary land policy. The public consultation was the first since the last time that a similar session was held in Punta Gorda on January 27th. The village is one of many recognized as an indigenous community in Toledo District. However, a majority of residents are not in favor of communal land. They attended the meeting, heard what was presented by the government officials, and shared their views on what is being proposed. Here's News 5's Isani Cayetano with that story.
A customary land policy is important because it recognizes and validates traditional land rights and uses. It is necessary for ensuring tenure security, promoting sustainable practices, reducing conflicts, and facilitating development. A policy also provides a framework for sustainable land management practices that balance environmental, social, and economic needs. In southern Belize, the government has been meeting with various communities, including the village of San Pedro, Colombia, where representatives held their latest public consultation.
The consent order and the decision by Chief Justice Conte back in 2008 both recognize that the rights of the Maya people to use land in the ways that they have customarily and historically used land is protected under the Constitution. The form of protection it gets is that these rights, they constitute intangible property, and the Constitution protects this right to property.
San Pedro, Colombia remains undecided when it comes to communal land rights. It is one of few Maya villages still on the fence regarding that controversial issue.
If we choose to go communal, it means that
all those leases, all those titles are lost, and it means that all the work that we've done on those farmlands is also lost because it becomes communal property. My question would be, what mechanism or mechanisms are envisioned to ensure that there is equitable distribution within the communal system? Because if you don't like somebody and you're responsible for distribute land, we know how that can go. And so that becomes very important.
The implementation of that consent order, as mandated by the Caribbean Court of Justice in affirming the decision of the Supreme Court, has been a long drawn-out process. It has also been a divisive course of action.
There's a system for the state to recognize and certify where ownership lies. And what it is saying is that in operating that system, you have to have regard to other people who are within those spaces, and some fair way of deciding has to be established as to who get what when more than one person is claiming the same space, even when it's the village claiming that space. And the primary criteria for deciding that those issues is who is in fact there using it.
Customary land policies help secure land tenure for indigenous and local communities, which can lead to improved stewardship of the land and natural resources. Nonetheless, the idea of owning it collectively does not sit well with everyone.
If it is for everybody, it is for nobody. So I think that in Colombia, there is already a system where people recognize who own which piece. We respect that already. And therefore, I am asking, let us consider it very keenly. Because if we make the wrong decision, then we're going back to square one, and all the investments that we have all made in our lands could potentially be lost.
Clear policies on customary land rights can help prevent disputes over land use and access to natural resources. During a meeting held on Sunday, the question was raised whether past alcaldes of San Pedro, Colombia, gave consent on behalf of the community to join as interested party in the matter that was before the CCJ.
Has the government come across any affidavit signed by any alcalde of this community indicating that they are on board with this case presented to the CCJ? And I can attest to it that Jorge Koch, the then alcalde at that time when all these things were coming up, did not sign. Brashakal did not sign. If they did it, it was solely on their own without public consultation.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isana Cayetano.
On Saturday, the People's United Party mobilized hundreds of supporters from across the country and bussed them into Belize City for a massive rally at the Memorial Park. It was a national event held by the ruling party to introduce all mayoral and councillor candidates ahead of the March 6th municipal elections. There were speeches, music and dance, as well as libations, and the PUP was in its glory. Addressing the crowd was Deputy Party Leader Cordell Hyde, who acknowledged the importance of the people that his party serves.
I want to tell my ministers, I want to tell the mayors, I want to tell the would-be mayors and would-be councillors that we are nothing without the people. These are serious elections, you know. Because this election's about the future. This election about where we want for our picnic. This is where we want for our families and our communities. This is not play election. This is a serious business. This is whether we are turn back or whether we are stay up on track. This is whether you want more free education or you want more cement house. And if you want more free education, then you have to stay on track. If you want more NHI, you have to stay on track. If you want more cement house, you have to stay on track. If you want more land, you have to stay on track. If you want more jobs, you have to stay on track. There can be no turning back. The forward ever, backward never. But we in the People's United Party have to stay on track too. We have to stay on track with the social justice ideals of George Price. Because when we the George Price PUP, nothing can go wrong. When we put the people first, nothing can go wrong. When we take care of the people who need our help the most, nothing can go wrong. So we have to stay on track.
Prime Minister John Briceño also took the stage a short while after and wasted no time in going after his political opponents. The considerable show of support is the People's United Party in its prime, and listening to the party leader from the podium, the PUP is poised for another victory.
The UDP done the talk that they want to get rid of Shine. Because they know that Shine can't win no election for the UDP. But I want make the UDP know. Make it be Jan Saldiva, make it be Patrick Fava, make it be Dean Barrow, make it be any UDP. That on March the 6th, it doesn't matter who leads the UDP, because Belize will once again vote for the People's United Party. We are going to go blue, blue, blue down the line. And as a mission, Pancaya North right here. I was with them in San Ignacio and Santa Elena last week. And I have good news for you. Because Trump, they try trick the people that San Ignacio and Santa Elena. He once said that he only be mayor for 6 years. But Trump has been in the UDP town council for 21 years. And everywhere we go now, they're saying, we tired of Trump. We want to be part Trump with the People's United Party. Yes, we the PUP. Are we proud for saying we the PUP? Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to be leading this party, because right now we are going to have 9 exceptional candidates for mayor. And in Belize City, guess what? Mayor Wagner, we're going to win once again for the People's United Party.
The National Trade Union Congress of Belize has written to the International Monetary Fund, informing economist Jaime Guajardo that the umbrella organization is effectively boycotting all further consultations with the IMF. The decision by the NTUCB follows the actions of the IMF, in which it has been treated, quote, as a checkbox. As a concerned global citizen who represents laborers, we are deeply troubled by the negative recommendations towards hard-working public sector workers, teachers, police, doctors, nurses, firemen, etc. The negative impact that the IMF interventions have had on the working class, economies, and people of developing countries within the Caribbean and Latin America region is of serious concern, end quote. The letter to Guajardo goes on to say that the NTUCB, quote, aligns itself with the criticisms that the IMF's structural adjustment programs that impose harsh austerity measures on debtors' nations lead to widespread poverty, unemployment, and social unrest, unquote. Glenfield Dennison is the vice chair of the People's Constitution Committee and has been elected to replace Senator Elena Smith in the upper house. On Saturday, the membership of the National Trade Union Congress met in Belmopan, where two candidates, including longtime unionist Marvin Mora and Glenfield Dennison, faced each other for the soon-to-be vacant seat. It was a close race, but in the end, Dennison emerged victorious over his opponent by a single vote. On Friday, we announced that Elena Smith has submitted a letter of resignation from Parliament to come into effect on April 1st. After the break, James A. Waite Award posthumously bestowed on Roy Matthew Miller. But first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
I'm inviting the public in advance for the ribbon cutting of those streets. You know, we will have to name, we will get the date and time for that, and we will invite the general public for the ribbon cutting.
Imagine that these UDPs in the Twin Towns are begging for your votes, but are lying to get it. They claim that Mayor Trapp lobbied for the funds to fix streets in San Ignacio and Santa Elena, so they are taking credit for the works. Tell the truth, Mr. Trapp. Those streets are being upgraded by this PUP government through the MIDH municipal project. It has nothing to do with you. The Mayor's Association has clarified that you never lobbied for any funds to fix streets. Stop lying to the people, Mr. Trapp. When you were mayor under the UDP, nothing happened in the Twin Towns. Now that the PUP government is transforming San Ignacio and Santa Elena, you want to take credit. Let the work continue with a full PUP slate. For more progress and development, stay on track with the PUP.
Here you go, babe.
Thanks, babe. How did it go? Good?
It was good.
Gal, I think it'll get hard out there.
I think I should go close the window.
Don't let this happen to you. At Design Depot, we have Oran windows, exactly what you need to weather any storm and keep you safe. With Oran, you get strength, durability, and security. Oran features a strong double latch that closes securely, all at an affordable price only at Design Depot. With Oran, you'll always be safe.
It means a lot to me. I think often people forget the elderly. I can remember when this elderly lady walked through the customer care department. We have a section in the lobby where it labeled Golden Citizen, and Golden Citizen get priority. I called her over and asked her to come. When she came over, like a little sadness come over me, because the look what you have in it, face and your eyes, and you know she had a lot of struggle during her years. Put back in the connection in the system for her, and I guess that from then, that when she was the first person that was on the Golden Citizen. And if I can remember, back then we paid the bill for them in full, and it's only a small handful. We had a Golden Citizen ceremony, and they present to them the Golden Citizen like a little certificate, and she was here. I feel good that elderly citizens across the board are being assisted with by this Golden Citizen program. So yes, I feel so good that they're being assisted.
This is a golden opportunity to elect a PUP City Council while having a PUP central government.
That dream of wonderful collaboration between PUP central government and PUP City Council has turned into a nightmare, as the Belmopan mayor and councillors have been unable to even work among themselves.
In trying to undermine my leadership, when you have plenty of enemies following you, bumper to bumper, and praying for you to fail, and I'm referring to my own council.
While they fight, the streets of Belmopan have been left to break up and deteriorate, and those closest to the Golden Opportunity PUP era representative play fast and loose with the city's affairs, as grossly overpriced infrastructure contracts are all awarded to a company owned by family members.
This is a golden opportunity.
Golden opportunity for whom? The failed PUP council has now given way to another fantasy PUP slate, but Belmopan has had enough of all the blues. It is time for a complete change, and the UDP team is ready to take charge. Belize is always better with the United Democratic Party.
While you cannot prevent accidents from happening, you can take steps to protect yourself from the financial burden that can result from an accident. RFNG Life Insurance Personal Accident Plan is the solution for you. With our personal accident plan, you are covered anywhere in the world. This plan pays out a benefit for any dismemberment, as the benefit is paid directly to you. It can also cover the need for medical artificial appliances such as wheelchair, crutches, hearing aid, and prosthetics. In the event life is lost due to an accident, the personal accident plan pays out the insured amount to the beneficiaries. Now, you can live with the confidence that we have you covered. Let the RFNG Life team assist you in planning for your future. Call us today at 221-5143 or visit our website at rfglife.com. RFNG Life Insurance, the life company.
When we first heard about the program, we were excited as an institution because we serve students from poor socioeconomic backgrounds. And so initially we knew that we would have been impacted greatly by the program when we saw what was the features of it. We're giving young people who primarily would not have access to a secondary education an opportunity to choose another option, and that option is a positive option, because without this program being offered to students, many of them will be on the streets.
It helped the student body and me, and also my family. It helped us financially, because every day we come to school, we don't have to worry about tuition or uniform.
It gives EHS identity. It makes us feel like we are appreciated and we're valued and respected also. It makes us feel like we are being heard.
The 38th annual James A. Waite Award has been posthumously bestowed on Roy Matthew Miller. Miller, a former Peace Corps volunteer in his youth, is known as the founder of Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary. He is also known as an advocate for watersheds and environmental education. The award, named in honor of Belize Audubon Society's founding member James A. Waite, was presented to Matt's widow, Margaretha, and their son, Eli Miller. Members of the Belize Audubon Society celebrated Miller's work at a ceremony held on Friday. Today we spoke with Amanda Acosta, the executive director at Belize Audubon Society, about this year's awardee.
So this year we held the 38th award ceremony. We gave the honor to Mr. Matthew Miller, Roy Matthew Miller, who is Unfortunately, it's posthumously because he passed away last year after a battle, health battle. He was a stalwart when it came to conservation of water resources, one of the first pioneers in study abroad, environmental education, using education as a financial source for protected areas. And he really just was a believer in community work, being advocates for people, resources, wise use of resources. So everything has its time, and we really felt that it was a timely award. We think that if Matt was alive, I don't think he would receive this. He would have said there are much bigger things happening and more important people. But it speaks to his humility in what he did. He worked diligently from the 80s towards the goals of conservation in Belize. His family was honored. His family was, it was a bit emotional because it's still a year since his passing. And I think it was his wife, in her comments at the ceremony, made that it is for all the unsung heroes. And I think the James A. Waite is an opportunity for people to recognize those unsung heroes. We do know of a lot of work happening in Belize, and I think every year it's a case where we put out the call in October, and I just sit back and say, well, who are we going to get this year? Sometimes we're surprised. We hear names of people we've never heard before who are working quite diligently in their communities. But a hard choice has to always be made, and that's a difficulty.
The Department of Nationality and Passports and the International Organization on Migration handed over the first batch of permanent residency documents to persons who applied under the government's amnesty program. With their legal standing and immigration status now regularized, the recipients are one step closer towards receiving full Belizean citizenship. We heard from Diana Locke, the head of office at the International Organization on Migration Belize.
Today we had the ceremony for the handing over of the amnesty permanent residence cards. This is the end process for those recipients today who applied in the amnesty. We partnered with the government of Belize back in 2022 and 2023 to execute on-the-ground applicants, preparing applicants for the amnesty application process. And so today the approvals are beginning to come out. Cards have been printed and persons have received their permanent resident cards for Belize. Allows them to live, work, function in Belize as any other permanent resident. 5 years from today, they are eligible to apply for nationality through this process. But very important for us today was the fact that we did this in the middle of what we call our identity and integration hub, so that these persons who picked up their card today can actually come to the Social Security desk here that we have today in the hub, and they can actually make an application for their Social Security card. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop today. This is our intention across the country. We're going to be having about 8 to 10 hubs like this across the country, where we're taking all of the identity services that the government has, bringing them in one location, bringing Social Security along with it, and maybe other, we have labor, we have a private sector entity. We might be bringing in more private sector entities as we go along and we see how it's functioning. We might improve on it because it's proven to be very effective. People who live in rural communities find it very difficult to come on a regular basis into a government office during the day, and then you go from one office to the other and you're moving around. Today you can do everything in one location.
The government of Belize and the United Nations held the third Joint National Steering Committee meeting today. Currently, there are 19 UN agencies operating in Belize, aiding in the nation's efforts towards the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. These meetings give GOB and these UN agencies an opportunity to review their achievements and realign their goals for the future. The meeting was held in Belmopan, where the United Nations Resident Coordinator for Belize, Raul Salazar, and the Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Amalia Mai, were both present.
We have continued leveraging the collective strengths of the UN to continue pursue opportunities through joint programming. And we had a recent example where I had the chance to participate in the closing ceremony of the Spotlight Initiative, which is an initiative that was led by UNDP, UNICEF, and UNFPA, that made significant achievements to provide elements to end violence against women and girls in Belize. And that has also replicated in other parts of the world where the Spotlight initiated actions. There are other initiatives under the Resilient Belize Joint Program funded by the Joint SDG Fund created by the Secretary General specifically to support the advancement of the 2030 Agenda. This one is supported by UNICEF, ILO, and WFP to continue support on the commitment made that I mentioned by the Prime Minister on developing the social protection floor.
Some key examples since our last encounter is the development and execution of the SDG dialogue, which supported the prioritization of the commitments espoused by the Prime Minister at the SDG Summit in September, the continued work post-amnesty across the UN system, the planning and execution of Social Protection Summit held in October, and the execution of a workshop on the development of an integrated national financing framework, which we held earlier this year.
Belize is among a list of 11 countries across Latin America and the Caribbean that has developed and implemented a multi-dimensional poverty index to assess and address poverty. This morning, the United Nations Development Program and the Ministry of Economic Development, along with the Statistical Institute of Belize, signed an agreement to develop a monetary poverty measure. It will serve to complement Belize's multi-dimensional poverty index in measuring the prevalence of monetary deprivation in Belize, allowing for a more comprehensive assessment of poverty. A government release following the agreement signing says, quote, being able to use this powerful tool to diagnose the condition of poverty and identify changes over time can lead to innovative and articulated actions within and across the government and civil society organizations that will better address the specific needs of the country's population, unquote. The agreement comes with 6 deliverables that are expected to be completed by July 2024. When we return, GOB to announce greater investments in sports for new fiscal year.
On March 6th, when you go to vote in municipal elections, remember, the UDP was in office for 13 long years. UDP ministers got rich, like really rich, but they didn't build a single home for deserving Belizeans. Remember Boots? And housing for the poor? He got a lot of houses. The poor didn't. They didn't provide free education for one child, only scholarships to theirs. No schools, no hospitals, no health centers, no land to first-time deserving Belizeans. Only thousands of acres for them and their families. Remember the promises in those 13 years? Imagine the possibilities. The best is yet to come. Nothing has changed. Remember that. This is the same UDP. Still talking, still promising. On March 6th, vote for work and progress in every municipality. Stay on track with the PUP.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMAL. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money and gas price because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Do you know how to choose the best engine oil for your car? We believe the best engine oil should provide optimal performance and ultimate protection for longer. For Quartz engine oil, our engineers have formulated age resistance technology, also known as ART. It's a breakthrough innovation. The interaction between oil molecules is increased, creating a super resistant molecular structure. So whatever the conditions, it helps to prevent the lubricant protective film from breaking. Any engine is exposed to harsh conditions. Extreme temperature and pressure, friction. Sludge accumulation. The molecular structure of quartz with ART stays strong to perfectly lubricate and protect engine parts in all conditions. And the results are outstanding. Protection against sludge buildup improved by 18%. Protection against mechanical wear improved by 74%. Thanks to quartz with ART, save on maintenance and preserve your engine's power. So next time you wonder which engine oil to use, choose performance and protection that last longer. Quartz with age resistance technology. Keep your engine younger for longer.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
We're moving up, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're staying on track, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nos mantenemos las calles limpias, yeah. Haciendo cambios en el país. Mantenerse en el buen camino. Necesitamos trabajar juntos. Lo que quieres y necesitas, el partido para la gente, haciendo un mejor Belice, yeah, yeah, yeah. PUP cambiando vida.
Lo seguimos trabajando juntos, avanzando. Lo seguimos trabajando juntos, avanzando.
Todos juntos nos seguimos avanzando, trabajando en la comunidad, nos seguimos avanzando. Todos juntos nos seguimos avanzando, trabajando en la comunidad, todos ganamos. We're looking forward into the future, no turning back. We're staying on track. What a beautiful sight to see. We uplifting the whole country. One PUP canopy. A PUP for every village, city and town. PUP cambiando vida.
Lo seguimos trabajando juntos, avanzando. Lo seguimos trabajando juntos, avanzando.
Nos mantenemos las calles limpias, yeah, haciendo cambios en el país. Mantenerse en el buen camino. Necesitamos trabajar juntos. Lo que quieres y necesitas, el partido para la gente, haciendo un mejor Belice, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lo seguimos trabajando juntos, avanzando. Lo seguimos trabajando juntos, avanzando.
In January, we showed you the deplorable state of the Marion Jones Sporting Complex's racetrack. And the Marion Jones Sporting Complex is not the only sporting facility that is in dire need of upgrades. Across the country, athletes are subjected to training and competing in less than optimal sporting facilities. To the National Sports Council's credit, we have been sent photos and videos of ongoing repairs to the Russell Chiste Garcia Auditorium and Carl Ramos Stadium in Dangriga. But Minister of Sports Rodwell Ferguson agrees that greater investments are needed. This morning, during his appearance on Open Your Eyes, Minister Ferguson noted some changes to the government's sports strategy and budget for the upcoming fiscal year.
And so, as the Minister of Sports about a month ago, I took a comprehensive document to Cabinet that involved the entire country in terms of facilities and how we can support sports. Cabinet looked at it very fruitful, and at that Cabinet, the Prime Minister appointed a Cabinet subcommittee, headed with myself, Minister Koyi, Minister Marla, and Minister Fonseca. We hope to announce to the nation and the budget presentation and debate what we are going to do to upgrade our facilities across the country. Besides that, I like to be innovative. And I came up with an idea to create an app or application to raise money through the app for sports, both nationally and in the diaspora. And the app should be launched, I believe, sometime in April. We're asking a minimum of $1 a month. So you say if you could say every month 100,000 people give $1, that's 100,000 locally. And if 100,000 give $1 in the US, that's 200,000 for us locally because it doubles. I strongly believe the app will work because there are many Americans and organizations in the United States that are Belizean-led who want to contribute. But when they contribute, they want to make sure their money is being spent wisely. So we will commit to them that they're going to get a monthly report of the revenue and expenditure.
Minister Ferguson also announced that his ministry is committing $4,000 monthly to the Belize Elite Basketball League. This is in response to the league's complaint over the $5,000 price tag attached to the use of the Belize City Civic Center for games. It is less than a host team pays to use the Civic, but Minister Ferguson says his ministry is strapped for resources.
We have semi-pro basketball going on right now. And they do complain about the Civic, about the amount of funds that goes to a game, but not cover the expenses for the game. And from the Ministry of Sports, we had to figure out how we can support them with the little resources that we have. So we committed $2,000 from the Sports Council every month to them. And the Department of Youth Services, I'm also the Minister of Youth, and so I tell the Department of Youth Services, because we are dealing with young people likewise, then you can contribute $2,000 likewise. So every month, the semi-pro should be getting $4,000 from the ministry to support their bid and their cars. I noticed they open one Pandora box because now every discipline wants the same. But we have to figure out what we can do as the Ministry of Sports.
Up next, explosive weekend in Belize's sporting disciplines.
It is undeniable that Belize City thrives under UDP. And once again, Belize City is ready for leadership that works, a leadership that not only promises but delivers. Our mayoral candidate, Nelma Mortis Jones, is a beacon of hope and action. She is joined by a diverse and hard-working team: Horace Alford, Brian Audinet, Alicia Craig, Leon Gill, Samson Jacobs, Tyrone Loriano, Victor Miguel, Angeli Perez, Jason Stain, and Tatiana Young. With Nelma Jones Mortis and her team, Belize City will witness a new dawn of leadership that works and delivers. On March 6, vote UDP 11.
Step and drop, 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 step and drop.
We hear you loud and clear, calling all PUP soldiers and supporters from every part of the jewel. Come out in numbers and support your dynamic PUP slates from every municipality as they march to nomination on Wednesday, February 21st. From north to south, from east to west, let your voices be heard as you stand proudly with your candidates. We the stay on track with Fawee PUP 7, Ina Corozal, Orange Walk, San Pedro, Belmopan, the Twin Towns, Benke, Dangriga, and Punta Gorda. And you better believe we the stay on track with the PUP 11 in Belize City. Remember, it's Wednesday, February 21st in every municipality. And remember,
give them all you got. So just come out together, hand in hand. Listen to me, everyone. Let's go.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
It is undeniable that Belize City thrives under UDP.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Undeniable that Belize City thrives under UDP.
Pet not even you song like you believe that. Thrive under UDP? You know who thrive under UDP, sweetie? Loan Borrow and their family. UDP me in a power for 13 years. 6 powerful UDP ministers of Belize City, including the old borough, and they never do nothing for people. Only when PUP come in, you see movement. Make I give you an example. Check out the Mahogany Street Marketplace. 13 years and UDP never even begin to do something like that. Make I give you one more. Berger Field. UDP promised for 13 years. The PUP deliver quick, fast and hurry. Look on it now. That's the how a city thrive, darling. When you give people opportunities to grow and produce. So don't listen to the noise from the UDP. Stay up on track with the PUP.
Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. The Belize City Defenders spared no expense in giving fans a show on Friday night inside the Belize City Civic Center. A 30-foot monitor was hoisted inside the stadium for the first time. Fans were able to see themselves as well as instant replays. But everyone was there to watch the game between the Belize City Defenders and the Dangriga Dream Ballers. Dangriga's Delvon Henderson over the rim with a hot start to the game. 5 minutes left on the clock with Dream Ballers up 6 points to 4. Defenders Nigel Jones puts up the ball over 3 bodies under the rim. The first quarter ended with the Belize City Defenders on top, 15 to 14 points. Ballers' Brandon Rogers over Devin Daly at the start of the second quarter. Daly on the other end responds from the 3-point line. Up 30 points to 27, Henderson makes a basket from deep to give his team their largest lead of the game. The first half ended with Dangriga on top, 37 to 36 points. Right out the gate in the second, Lorenzo Dillard finds Jones over the rim. Dillard this time with the 3-point shot off the assist from Kelly. Devon Campbell from just under the arch gives his team the largest lead of the game with 46 to 39 points. Richard Smith III showing muscle under the rim with this play. The defenders outscored their opponents by 12 points in the third, maintained their lead in the fourth and went on to win the game. Here's more from Dillard and Jones.
We finally figured out what we were really playing for, and that's each other. We went in the locker room, we were down 1, we talked, we came together, see what we could do to bounce back, and we did just that.
I feel like tonight they had a couple problems adjusting to the way that we switched up in the second half. They tried to go man. When they went man, they opened it up for us, and they gave me a chance to find the lanes to cut, and I was able to finish. My teammates were able to find me.
We now move into some football action. We continue our coverage of the William Dawson Peace Cup. Here's some highlights from the game between Westlake FC and Kelly Street. 13 minutes into the game, Kelly Street's Francis Andrews sprints ahead of 2 defenders. The referee does not call an offside. In front of the goal, he fires with his left foot and makes it count. At the 26-minute mark, Westlake's Dylan Jones beats 3 defenders inside the penalty box to put his team on the scoreboard. 10 minutes into the second half, Kelly Street's goalkeeper collided into one of his opponent's knee. He fought to maintain consciousness on the ground and left the field with an injury to the face. Westlake went on to seal another victory with a pass all the way from midfield that landed in front of the goal for the finishing touch. In cycling, Derek Chavarria was crowned the champion. of the 2024 annual Digi-Wallet Valentine Tour. In the individual time trial on Friday night, Derek Chavarria topped the scoreboard in the men's elite category, finishing the 2-mile ride with a time of 3 minutes and 57 seconds. In the second leg of the tour, riders raced from Belize City to Dangriga through the coastal road for 73 miles. Chavarria was among a large group of riders that was the first to make it across the finish line. And on Sunday, the circuit race in Santa Elena town ended with a photo finish between Chavarria and Oscar Quiros. Chavarria was declared the champion with his final times for all 3 stages combined. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5police.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us. And from all of us here at News 5, good night.